Okay, we're going to begin our work on equations. Today's learning goal is that students will be able to use equations to solve real-world problems. So when you have a problem that has a mathematical solution, you can take the information from the problem and set it up as an equation. Then you solve the equation in order to find the solution to the problem. The key is to organize the information in the problem and to use a variable to find the unknown values. So we're going to do some sample problems. We're going to read the problem, create an equation that represents that problem, and then solve the equation to find the answer. So our first problem is Mr. F sold 8 pictures at a market. All were the same price. He made $192 after selling all of the pictures, and we want to know what was the price of each picture. Alright, so let's look at the information that's in this problem. First of all, it says that Mr. F sold 8 pictures, so we know that 8 is going to come into it. That's going to tell us the number of pictures. We also know that all of the pictures were the same price, and that the total number, or the total amount of money that was made, was 192. The key here is, since all of the pictures are the same price, we can use the operation of multiplication to solve this equation. So we know that we have 8 pictures. We know that each picture was the same price. So we're going to use P as our variable. We don't know the price of each picture. We just know that they're all the same. So we're going to multiply 8 times the price of each picture. We do know that that total value is going to be 192. Now we have an equation. We just use the rules that we've already learned in order to solve this equation. So we're going to use our rules of inverse operation. Since this is multiplication, we're going to use division to solve. So we're going to divide by 8 on both sides of the equation. We know that the 8 over the 8 is equal to 1, and 1 times P is equal to P. We need to find out what 192 divided by 8 is. I can't do that in my head, so I'm going to write that out over here. 8 goes into 19 2 times, which is equal to 16. Subtract and get 3, bring down the 2. 8 goes into 32 4 times. 4 times 8 is 32. Subtract, and we have a remainder of 0. So P is equal to 24. That means that each picture had a value of $24. Alright, so let's look at our second sample problem. In this sample problem, Mr. F ate 4 more pieces of fruit today than he did yesterday. Today he ate 6 pieces of fruit, and we want to know how many pieces of fruit did he eat yesterday. So we know that we have a comparison between yesterday and today, and we're going to use that information to create an equation and then to solve it. So we know that yesterday he ate some fruit and then he ate 4 more pieces today, and that total was going to be 6 pieces. We're going to solve this using an addition equation. Alright, so for the second equation, it says that yesterday he ate 4 more pieces, today he ate 4 more pieces of fruit than yesterday. So we know that 4 more pieces would be 4 plus whatever that value was that he ate yesterday. So we're going to use a y to represent the amount of fruit that he ate yesterday. We know that the total amount that he ate today was 6. So the total amount is the 4 more plus what he ate yesterday, and that value is going to equal 6 because we know the total amount that he ate today was 6. So again, we're going to use our information or our process for using the inverse operation. In this case, we want to isolate the y variable, so we're going to subtract 4 from both sides. We know that 4 minus 4 is 0, and that 0 plus y is simply going to be y. We also know that 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. So yesterday, Mr. Fuhrer ate 2 pieces of fruit, and then 4 more today, so 4 plus 2 would equal the total of 6. Alright, so for our last sample problem, Mr. F, who's been very busy today, has 88 stickers, and he wants to put them into 14 bags. And he wants to make sure it's the same number of stickers in each bag. I want to know how many stickers will go into each bag. And again, since the key here is we know it's the same number of stickers, and so we know that we're going to be able to use multiplication in order to solve this. Alright, so we know that we have 14 bags. And that we're going to put some number of stickers. So I'm going to use the variable s to represent the number of stickers. So we know that if we take 14 times s, that's going to equal the total number of stickers, and we know that that is 88. That's in the problem. So we're going to use our process of inverse operation. We're multiplying here, so we're going to divide both sides by 14. We know that 14 over 14 is equal to 1, and that 1 times s is equal to s. And then we need to do 88 divided by 14. I can't do that in my head, so I'm going to write that over here to the side. Let's see, 14 goes into 88. I'm going to say about 6 times. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So I'm going to subtract that, and I get 4. So my answer is 6 with the remainder of 4. The problem asked how many stickers were going to go in each bag. And so I'm going to have 6 stickers that go into each bag, and then I'm going to have 4 stickers left over. So the answer that I'm looking for is the 6 stickers that go into each bag. Alright, so we are ready to do our practice problems. Go ahead and log on to Moodle, do the practice problems for tonight, and then make sure that you rate yourself on the scale and write that up next to your heading in your notes. That's it for this evening, so have a great evening, and if you have any questions, please remember to bring those questions to class tomorrow.